It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection. Yabba dabba doo, Flintstone, meet the Flintstone, blah 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 blah. Hey everyone, welcome back and come on in. It's an original voice video from your non-AI toy guy. Anyway, this is going to be part one because this toy is DOA. For those that don't know what DOA means, it means does not do anything. And so, you know what? I said, I'll make a part one. We will let, perhaps the Robot Hut will see this and say, well, send it to me, and then he can do part two. And then maybe we'll finish off with a part three. But as always, before we get into it, if it's morning where you're at, grab your steaming, delicious, sweltering cup of coffee or tea, stir it, clank it, get a nice snack in hand. Focus now, pay attention as we dive into the mysterious Fred Flintstone Flivver. Hey, Andrew, are you around here?
Right behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, D. Now we are going to hit our robot riddle of the day also. This is the best part of your day, you got to admit. And remember, don't answer for 10 seconds. I run in and out of town all day and night. What am I?
A bat?
First of all, do you know how to count to 10?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you count.
I didn't even hear what your answer was, so anyway. I run in and out of town all day and night. What am I? 1098-765-4321. What was your answer?
A bat?
A bat? A bat? B-A-T?
Yeah.
Well, why would a bat go in town in the day? What the hell kind of answer
To
is that?
sleep.
Huh?
To sleep.
Oh, it doesn't go into town to sleep. What bat? Unless it's Batman. Well, that's a horrible answer. But anyway, the answer is a road. A road. Huh. I think they could step up their games on the robots, though. All right, so there was your riddle your robot riddle. All right, so as I said, this toy is not doing anything. Dead on arrival, the true meaning of DOA. And I actually learned something today about the Flintstone Flivver. You know what that is, Andrew?
The Flivver? No.
That this toy was, and I think I had one, 20 years ago. Probably not in the box. And here's what surprised me. This toy is not made in Japan. Now, where do you think this is made?
Japan?
Dude, what's the matter? I just said it wasn't made in Japan. That's a worse answer than your riddle answer.
So I'm gonna guess. Either America, Hong Kong.
I think you got to go back to sleep. So anyway, yeah, this toy, this is a Linemar toy, because I remember it being Linemar. First of all, look at this box. This looks like a frame right out of the cartoon. And if you're confused, Flivver is this car, I guess. I don't know why. Why don't you look up Flivver and see why they call it a Flivver. It's got a single D-cell remote. He's coming out of his cave, I guess. Waving, old Fred. Hanna-Barbera. Look at that. And look at this angry driver here. What is this? Trademark of Screen Gems, Inc. Lewis, Marx and Company.
So this says it's called the Flintmobile.
Well, what's a Flipper? I don't know. 1962. Well, that's odd. 1962? So it's
and this one says it's called the Flintmobile, also known as the Cave Mobile.
Well, this is made in Hong Kong.
Oh, I was right. I said either America, Germany, or Hong Kong.
So in 62, that's pretty early for a Hong Kong toy. I always thought this was Japanese. So there, maybe you're like me.
When you type in Fred Flintstone Flivver, the only thing that comes up is that toy.
Well, what if you just put in Flivver? Flivver. So here's your cool box, like a cartoon. Anything in this box? I'm going to open it up.
The flivver is a slang term used in the early 20th century referring to an old, cheap, or battered automobile. It often describes the Ford Model T and other inexpensive cars of the era.
Huh. I'll be ding diddly ding dang dong. Well, I don't know why they call this a flivver, because his wheels were not like banged up. So anyway, here's the car, mostly tin, and Fred feels sort of like a hybrid vinyl celluloid. He's a little thick to be, well, no, it's mostly celluloid. It's too thin to be. It's thicker than your normal celluloid, but it's too thin to be like a vinyl figure. So there he is. Still looks pretty good. Now, if you haven't looked it up, I would recommend you look up Fred Flintstone's or the Flintstones Winston cigarette commercial. It's so funny. And he's encouraging you to go smoke Winston's. So you can see this was made out of rocks. And they did make a friction version of this, so you could buy one that does not have a battery. This is tin. The wooden, I guess this serves as both an axle and a frame. And on the bottom, you have this cool sticker here that has the characters. Shows you the Flintstones, Betty, Wilma, Barney, and Fred. Now, there also is the Barney Rubble Mobile. What was the Rubble Wreck or something like that? So here's your, the thingamajig here, your logo. I think it was called Rubble's Wreck. I actually was bidding on one at Mom.Aki. And now that I think of it, I won the friction version of this toy. So I do have the friction version coming. But the Rubble's Wreck went for a lot more money. I wanted it, but I just kind of like spaced out on that auction, actually. And I was afraid of the tariffs. Is this plastic or tin? This is tin also. You can see here it's bent over. So there's what the vehicle looks like. And then the battery holder. Now you could still like roll it along. Whee! So this is one of those ones that I really don't like. You have to squeeze and you're worried about like breaking this thing open. And I got to do it kind of off camera because I could see what I'm doing. You squeeze it, pop it open, and there's your draw as so. And here's why I think this is not going to come to life, because you put the battery in, your switch is like this, probably forward and reverse. But I'm assuming, because this is spinning freely, that the gears were stripped somewhere along the line. And looking at these tabs, they might have been bent at some point. They don't look like unmolested. Hard to tell. The motor, if it's sitting out there, they don't look like they've been messed with. So it could be that they weren't. Could be that it wasn't opened. There's nothing really significantly bent that would indicate that this was open before. Plus, I don't want John to be like, don't send me that pile of crap if it was open. I don't want to be breaking the tabs off. So anyway, that's a look at your Flintstone Flivver. Made in Hong Kong, of all places, for 1962. Non-working, and we'll see maybe if the Robot Hut decides to do part 2 and get this thing functional. But it's still very attractive. So before I could squeeze this on the shelf, I'll wait in here. Maybe he'll put it in the comments if he wants it sent. Let me know what you think of it. If you like it, thumb up the video. And by the way, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, because these are real, true, honest voice videos, not AI creations, which I don't know why YouTube is discouraging that. I kind of like the AI creations, but you know what? Who am I to try to figure out what they're thinking? So with that, appreciate your time, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.